So the next part of the program is actually question and answer about 3D printing. And since we want to like this quite a lot, I think we can have some question and answers. So first thing, you guys, okay? These printers are costing how much today? Approximately how much would it cost?
Okay, about costs. It's not just a spaceable thing today. Today, your 3D printer here in Brazil starts on 2,000 reais, or in dollars, you can say $600, something like that. In USA, with $200, you can just buy a cheap 3D printing. But if you want to spend some money to make a pro thing, $300, something like that. In Europe, it's the same with euros, you know.
I guess another question is that up to some time in the past, the only way for you to have a 3D printer was you bought kits or you didn't have to assemble it yourself. So is there this difference? Can I get the machine ready for printing, or do I have to assemble it? Which level of assembly is required for one to have 3D printing?
Oh, it's a great question. So, you have the two ways. The professional way is by ready 3D printed from a manufacturer, not just a single kit. It's just because we don't have time to assemble it. We have a lot of other issues to do. But we have some friends that like it, so you just can buy a single kit and build it yourself. But I don't have really time to do that. So I prefer the professional, commercial way. But the two ways are the same. They have the same result, and they are open hardware in the same way. It's not a complicated way.
So anyone has questions about 3D printing? There are a lot of things to be asking there. These things are more or less new than this. For example, there is a market, this kind of thing costs like $600, 2,000 reals, 2,000. But you have another level of printing that starts at $50,000, that are big commercial printers that box things that bring this in. If you can tell a little bit of the difference of those printing technology and this one.
Yeah, we have a great market on that way. Just like for aerospace industries, like here in Brazil, Libre, or European Airbus and others that use machines just like this to make airplane parts, you know. But the printers is not just like this. They are bigger ones. They are faster ones. So the price is just get a full scale rise it to. We have today 3D printers that cost the same as a car, or nice apartment, or later luxury condo in Miami, you know. And higher. And the features just keep going to. It just depends on how much you want to spend on it. Great industries like Amazon just spend millions and millions of dollars on 3D printing to construct robots and drones, you know, everything on that way.
what the kind of things before doing here with this type of?
Well, we just have here in Brazil a lot of segments using 3D printing. So the fashion segment is just like making wearables, dresses, t-shirts, bracelets, rings, whatever. And in other segments, just like a biomedical, like mine, we are making prostheses, and the car industry is just making parts for cars and robots for the factories, you know.
I think one quite impressive thing was hand and arm prostheses. I've seen on the 3D print there next to you.
Yeah.
You can talk about that project, maybe. That's like a prosthesis that would cost 100,000 Rios, being made by some couple hundred euros.
There. Hey.
No, it's just.
I was curious about the prosthetics part, about prosthetics arms and stuff. What kind of plastic is resistant enough and light to a person use?
Oh, good question. So today we are making tests with flexible, just to give one grip, to take some things that are asleep, just like shampoos and bathrooms, something like that. And today we use PLA, ABS, PET-G. So it's great for making prosthetics, and you know. So we can use two nylon to make some things, and wood filament. So wood's not the best way for prostheses, just because the smell is too strong of wood, you know. But we can use the most common materials today. So it's nothing harmful for the health of the patients, you know.
Okay, thank you.
This hand process is actually removed, not someone that's attaching to it. The hand there's someone that uses it, right?
Yes.
Use it.
So I saw something sort of cool on television with 3D scanning and 3D printing a few years ago. I don't know if you all know who Jay Leno is, but he used to host this night show in the United States. And he has a big car collection. And he has this big setup with a 3D scanner, a 3D printer, and a workstation. And so one day on his car show, which is a separate thing, he demonstrated he had a part that was worn out. He 3D scanned it, fixed it in Autodesk Inventor, and then printed it back out and had a cast made of it. And the engine worked. I thought it was pretty cool.
Yeah, it's the most common. Here in Brazil, we can see two manufacturers using this process. Fiat and Volkswagen. They are using this to reduce the costs of manufacture, and it's good for the client, for our customers. So let's take an example here. 3 weeks ago, a small part of my car was just broken by my daughter. So I just went to the mechanic, and he said, okay, just back in 3 or 4 weeks, and I can just put the new part here so you can use the car again. I said, what? Just for a plastic part? He said, oh yeah. Just because it came from Germany, you know. I said, I take some 3 or 4 hours project in Eaton Blender, and I printed another part, and just back to the mechanic and said, okay, here it is. Okay, he You said, I want to start, but just after 3 or 4 hours talking, convincing him to put the part, he just put it, and it's working, and my car is in the next street. So that's an easy way to solve things and the faster way to solve things.
Question?
I don't understand the main profession usage because I've never seen anything 3D printing which was beautiful.
What?
Fashion, you say it was used for fashion and even like clothing and stuff like that?
No, I wasn't professional here. Well, you can use it just like a hobbyist too, but here in Brazil, most people really work professional way.
No, I think the question was for fashion.
Ah, sorry.
Because you never see anything beautiful.
Yeah, it's not beautiful. Anything which
Yeah.
is 3D printed is like that is lines and everything.
Yeah. So I have on Thingiverse, it's a free website that we put 3D models to print, and I made a lot of things so you can use for free under GPL license. Just like Lunar, just like data logo,
I mean, being great is good, but it's like the ring. It's nice and funny and cool and everything, but I will not sell it to someone, for instance, because it's kind of still I don't know. It's not like the ring that I will get the jewelry or.
Yeah, you can make other things too. It's just not a ring. You can just make bracelets. You can make what can I say? I think they use in the neck. Yeah. And other fashion accessories.
Yeah, I saw a lot of videos of 3D printers, and when the shape is very simple, then it prints very well. But sometimes it is the shape of the people, a person's face and neck, like that. Then it prints a little bit wrong way. For example, under the neck, under the cheek, here is some little print, or something like that. Okay. So my question is, when do you think we will be able to print it very pretty, well printed?
Yeah, the sky is the only limit here. You can make everything you want in the high level detail to not have that restrictions.
Just wanted to comment on your question because I think that there are different technologies out there. What is shown here is basically fused composite FDM, forward for plan stands for. So it's basically putting down layers of molten plastic, but there are other technologies where you have a way finer level of detail, where you can have really nice, transparent, or whatever models. But these tend to use different technologies, and it's quite nice what you can do with that.
Well, that means actually I know there's two types of 3D printer. One is with like this, and another one is like the figure. When we make a figure of the person, then they scan it and they make some another material with another material. It looks better than this. You mean that things? You understand? Sorry.
Yeah, there are.
This is SLA printers.
Yeah, SLA printers, which are basically a sample of liquid resin, where you have a laser shine from the bottom to harden the material. And then this gets pulled out of the resin, and the laser fixes layer by layer. Sorry?
So this one is made is like this, and we build it. And another one is cut it, laser, with the laser.
Yeah, SLA just use a material that reacts with laser light, so it can be harder. So you have your project, bio lines, you know. These are the SLA printers. The LGM printers, just like this, is working, creating layers of material, but in a, what can I say? But it's in one by one, to have the project complete. The other is just reacting the laser, so it will be harder, and you can take it after some time of cure. But the two ways are just the same. But at the end is more simple and not too expensive. SLA printer start over $3,000, something today. And if it broke, oh my gosh, just throw it away and buy another.
There is another difference between these technologies as well, and that is the intellectual property aspects of these methods of production. Because the patents in regards to this type of printer have basically expired, and the commercial 3D printing vendors, they are having their own patents they need to have to be using the path where the figure rises up. That's patented, but they also have very strong intellectual property protection on the fluids they use. The epoxies and the resins involved, similar to the filaments. You get filament from many vendors, but when you go and get the different things you need to use to make these more expensive printers work, you also need to have expensive materials to make them work.
Yeah.
But also on the question of making things beautiful, plastic isn't necessarily the most beautiful thing, but you can also actually print with metal, and you can create casts for pouring things into it, and so there's many different workflows where the 3D printed object isn't necessarily the final 3D thing you've made as well.
Well, with car parts, for example, that's what they do.
Someone else?
You talked a little about aesthetics, but what about organ replacement?
Oh?
Bones, soft tissue, and other things.
Well, great question. So about bones, yeah. So today we are making experiments with packaging and other materials, not too healthy friendly, to make harder bones in a different way. But you today on the medical industry, they are using titanium to make bones, connections. We are trying to make some lower weight materials just to give life quality to the person, It's just something that are too heavy, just like vertebral column, They are making it with titanium, same printed, but it's too heavy. Yeah. Plastic today is not only plastic anymore. And sometimes we can use other materials, just like plastic, just like lightweight metals.
So, one other person I tried to invite to this meeting, but I told that he couldn't have an machine, of course. Could only come if we pay tickets in advance. Having resumed this figure Cicero Moraes, most of us here met him in previous software elements. And he got quite famous, now worldwide actually, recreating the faces and models of long dead persons, like Catholic saints. So he's invited actually in the project of taking 3D scans of the, actually this, from the spoon bones of long dead Catholic saints. He does the facial reconstruction then, using techniques he developed, and then he 3D prints that thing. But he also works with rehabilitating of foreign animals with missing parts and stuff. He got quite a lot of media around lately. So it's a lower down post that the years are here. We can record a simulator.
Yeah. And just after some time, just like 2 minutes or less after printing, you just can take it on your hand. It's not too hot anymore. So you can play with that. It's just not a harder pen. So you just can put some stronger force on your fingers, on your hand, and play with that.
More questions?
Oh, I have one. Does that printer have a way to scaffold things that are top heavy or don't have a big flat base or things to support themselves?
Sorry?
Yeah, that's
Can you print things that are not have large bases, that are just like
yeah, you can do this. So in some cases, just like printers like this that we don't have a larger printer area, we can just take the cuts on the object and printing parts. But in some printers like the Monster that I have in my house, the garage is just the printer. I can print whatever I want there.
But the question is more like things that don't have a base, that don't necessarily grow this way, that they have another side down.
Oh yeah, it's the same way. Today we have an open source, an open hardware project. They call it Spider. You can just print in any direction with this. It doesn't have it just don't have a guide. It's just in the air. It's just a wonderful project. It's in the second stage now. And perhaps in 6 months, they will have the functional prototype. So you can print in any direction, you know. And with some luck, here in Brazil we have an event, so-called Latinoware. We will try to take it from Latinoware.
But this very model, on the program I was using, there was this support option. What does it do? For example, if I want to print an upside down variant.
Yeah, the support, we can just create pillars or structures behind or under, down the pieces, so we can print parts that physically we will never can print in a natural way. So we can put this structure, and after the print we can remove it easier with our fingers.
So Cura can do that automatically for a given shape it can size.
Yeah.
Oh, that was
Yeah.
So, more questions? One technology that when I read about, it was quite interesting, but then it turned out to be super hyper-proprietary and expensive. Is the one announced by HP, the HP that makes our printers. They actually have a layer by layer printing, and they claim to mix, to use the printing head, just like an inkjet printer, to drop different chemicals on the layer, and then they can print in multiple colors and multiple hardness in a single print, single red. But then it turns out the thing looks cool, might be able to produce quite a lot of objects with different properties, even things with 3D circuits, because they can drop chemicals so that parts of the printing are conductive or not. But then again, it's so expensive because you need more parts, and the special chemicals we use are so expensive that we can't think of doing open hardware or open source certificates. You just have to have an 8K machine. It's like $100,000.
Well, it's not too expensive. We have open hardware solutions for that too.
But what would you use to create that open the material printing? That's the thing. They're just like they collected. So this is super good clarity.
Okay, about support materials. We have in 3D printing a lot of materials that we are not using for our final works. But materials to help we got the final project. A dual extrusion printer. This is just only one extrusion printer. The dual just have two heads. So it's not a expensive thing. I really thought to bring here one of my dual extrusion printers, but they are really working right now, printing a lot of things, you know. So I just thought this. One of my favorite materials, support materials, are the Rex. The Rex is a material created by Ultimaker, and if you put it on water, it just dissolves with no marks or scratches on your jaws. So you can make wonderful things and just put it on the water and get it in, just after you print. The cost is something just about $50 for half of a kilo. You know, it's not a fortune. You can buy it, steal the milk of your children. It's not a expensive thing, you know. And dual or more extrusion printer, it's just not a expensive reality too. We can just make it with $200 more, you know. It's not a really expensive thing. I know that you want to put your hand there. I know.
So this one does have two printing heads, you said?
Yeah. And just a comment here. Oops. Oops. Okay.
So let's do that. Give the aid for the printing, and okay, we doesn't have to finish the top.
That's not a problem.
I just stick it.
Okay, you can fill and pass.
Okay, so this is a flexible printing, unlike the ring. Fortunately, it was close enough to finish it.
You can put some force here. Press. You won't break.
Good for ice. You press and
Yeah.
pop the ice.
Yeah.
So that thing I could have ice balls. Yeah, actually, it was almost finishing, and then I dropped the clock.
Oh.
Look at that. So that is going to be up.
Yes.
So any more questions?
I'll take a picture of the Gambia. Details. The cable mass. The cable drive.
So any more questions? Since we did printing? I think we can pass the printing object around. Then I may only proceed to the next section, which is actually so let's make it clear for me, so especially here, it's part of the